catching cheaters, and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Olivia, why do you think your husband's cheating?
Well, he took me off of our bank account. So, like, when I go to log in online, and see where things are going and, like, move money around or whatever I got to do to pay bills, I can't get in anymore. He, took me off of the account.
Whoa. Did you say something to him about that? Or did you ask?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I asked him about it. He denied ever doing it. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, nothing's going on. You must be doing it wrong. Like, I don't know how to log in. And so I actually went down to find out what was going on.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, no, you changed you changed the username and password, took you off. So I had showed them ID. They put me back on so that I could see what was going on in there. And it's not good. And that's all I got to say. It's not good.
What do you mean not good?
There are charges for hotels that I never went to with him. There's a bunch of charges for Sephora. I don't shop at Sephora, and he hasn't given me anything from there. Victoria's Secret. I don't know. These are not to me. I don't shop at any of these places, and he hasn't been giving me presents. So I don't know what's going on. But what would you think?
Right. I mean, it seems very suspicious. I mean, either your credit cards were stolen and he's worried about that, which he has never claimed that that's the case, and why he's taking you off of your...
I mean, the whole thing is
He wasn't concerned when I told him I was off. He just kept telling me I was doing it wrong. I mean, if our credit cards were stolen, you'd think that he'd be a little bit more paranoid.
Did you ask the bank people if those look like suspicious fraud or if fraud has ever been brought up?
Oh, yeah. They told me that he had the user and password. That's how he was able to change everything, and that he took me off.
Okay, so it was all him. It wasn't anything to do with the bank.
No.
All right.
Nope.
You guys been married now for some time because you got a couple of kids, right?
Yeah, we've been married for 8 years. We've got 2 kids.
How old's your youngest?
4.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
Is Olivia's husband cheating on her? We're going to find out when Shannon makes the phone call here with the War of the Roses to see where he's going to send a dozen free roses.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Bryan, please.
Yeah, this is Bryan.
Hi, Bryan. My name's Nicole, and I am calling from a brand new internet floral company called rosesbloom.com with an offer for some free flowers for you. And all you have to do is...
I'm not interested.
You just have to answer 2 very quick survey questions, and that's it. We're going to send out the flowers today to whomever you want. I'm not going to ask you for your credit card information.
Please don't waste our time. I'm not interested. Thank you so much.
Hey,
okay?
Bryan.
Thank you.
Bryan, this will take less than 20 seconds, and you get free flowers, long-stemmed red roses out of it. I promise you in 20 seconds you will be off the phone.
I'm not
okay?
going to have to pay anything.
Have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months, Bryan?
I've gotten some flowers in the last 6 months. No, I have not.
Do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months for anybody?
I don't really need them. No, not at all, honestly.
Okay, that's it. And now we are authorized to provide you with a dozen free long-stemmed red roses. Like I said, this is rosesbloom.com. Can I get some info from you on somebody that you'd like to send these flowers to today?
You're saying how many flowers I get?
It's a dozen red roses.
Send them to Taylor.
Okay. And before I ask you for Taylor's phone number, which I do need, we can also provide a card with the flowers. Do you want to put a message on the card, or we could just sign your name too?
Say I hope these flowers are as beautiful as you, and sign my name.
Okay. And Bryan, I do have to let you know that this call is being monitored for quality and training purposes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Procedure, right?
Bryan, I'm
sorry. Who the hell is Taylor?
Bryan, I'm gonna jump on right now to get some more information from you. I'm sorry about the interference that we have on the phone.
No, there's no interference, Mojo. Who the is Taylor? That's what I need to know.
Olivia, I'm trying to get more information from from him to find out who she is, like a phone number or something like that, so we can get some information, and you jumped on too soon.
Did he hang up on you?
Bryan? Bryan?
Did he actually hang up?
He did hang up, and that's why I wasn't able to get the more information.
Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know what to do next.
Well, what I want you to do is I want you to hang on the phone, okay?
Okay.
This is the home of War of the Roses. Mojo in the morning.
All right, War of the Roses. So, I know already about muting. Everybody keeps, sending me messages here going, why didn't you mute her line? I thought I did, but our damn phone system has changed recently where certain lines mute and certain lines don't mute. And when I push the mute button, it looks like it's going to do it, and it doesn't do it. But just a little bit ago, you heard a wife find out that her husband sends flowers to another woman, and all of her suspicions started because their finances got a little bit weird, where he was keeping her out of their bank's, online and app. And then she saw a bunch of charges when she went to the bank and finally got in. So right after we made that phone call and he sent the flowers to this girl, Taylor, we asked Olivia some questions about Taylor to find out who she was. Olivia, do you know anybody named Taylor?
No, I don't. I think there's a girl at his work named Taylor.
What does he do for a living? What does he do?
He works at GM.
What does he do for a living?
He works at GM.
Okay. Has he called you back in the time that you haven't been on with us?
No.
All right, we've been texting him to try to get him on because we've been trying to call and it's getting bumped. It's going right to voicemail.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Did you ever suspect him of cheating before this point?
No. I mean, obviously I knew something was going on with the bank accounts, but no, we've never had any sort of problems in our marriage. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't understand who this person is. Both the girl and my husband, apparently. I don't understand what is going on.
Yeah. Well, what's going on is something that's very common. 2 out of every 5 people who cheat, the way that their spouse finds out or significant other finds out that they're cheating is because something funny with the money.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Purchase made, they start hiding money, start stashing it away.
There's an additional credit card that's found.
Funny money. It ain't funny, by the way, if you're in a situation like Olivia. You're in a situation like she's going through right now. How did the money become funny in your relationship and you found out that your significant other was cheating on you? Bianca is on with us right now. Bianca?
Hi.
How are you? This is your brother-in-law that...
Well, yeah, so my sister was looking into their bill, and she just started noticing that bills were a couple months behind, and she had been giving him money for it, and they had a joint account, but money was disappearing. But she found out that he was paying for his girlfriend on the side's apartment.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So he then eventually just moved in with her.
How much money was it?
It was over about 9 months, so I think it was close to $7,000.
Holy
Jesus,
cow.
I don't know how they do that.
And how do you can't, how do you not, he was hiding that.
Yeah.
It was so obvious.
Well, I think it was she was just giving him run of a lot of the bills because, you kind of trust your spouse on certain things.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they have 5 kids.
So he just figured
was
she
more
wasn't going to
focused on
check.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hi.
How you doing, Amanda? Something
Good, how
funny
are
with
you?
the money in your relationship?
Yeah, I mean, we've went through the finances, and all of a sudden there was a whole other phone plan on our account.
Oh, that's not obvious. So
No,
what
not at all.
was the answer that you received when you questioned him about it?
He didn't really have one. He tried to tell me that he was paying for a work phone, and it didn't really make sense why he would have to pay for a work phone. And then finally he just admitted it.
What led to the suspicion to check the phone?
Mm-hmm.
There had to be something before that, or were you just randomly going on your phone service to see like when you can get a new iPhone.
Well, I wasn't even going through our phone service. I was going through our bank account.
Right.
And noticed it on there, and it was a Verizon bill. We have AT&T.
Oh, so
So you normally
did a whole
check
different service.
Yeah, you normally check your bank account, and that's how it was found.
Yeah.
So he tried. I'm interested to see this. He must have thought to himself, okay, well, I'm putting on a separate account, but he wasn't smart enough to use the same service provider that you guys use, so that if you saw a charge up there from AT&T, you would just assume it was for the phones that you guys had.
Right. He was not very smart at all.
Wow.
Not good. Mojo in the morning, 844-665-6548, 844-MOJO live. Jen, what was it that your ex did?
So he worked for my dad, and he was using my dad's credit card to take her out to dinner and fill up her gas in her car. And he actually met her in a Dale Carnegie class that my dad signed him up for because he was so like insecure and not.
What's Dale Carnegie? What's that?
Isn't he like the motivational speaker?
Yeah,
like for business.
Oh, I thought it was like
How to win friends.
Oh, okay. I thought Dale Carnegie was the guy that teaches you dance. That or who is
That's Arthur Murray.
That's Arthur Murray. They all have these weird names. So, so I'm thinking to myself, why would your dad set your husband up for dance lessons, but not have you go with? Okay, so he had your husband, his son-in-law, go to these Dale Carnegie motivational speeches, and he was taking this woman with too.
He met her there.
Oh, he met her at there.
Two people who needed social skills apparently found them.
Oh, is that what your dad was sending him there for? Because his social skills were bad?
He was not performing well in terms of sales and just tanking. And so he thought this would help him. Just, like how to win friends and influence people and get better at sales. And yeah, so he meets this other girl who had no skills at all. And
goodness.
Now they're happily.
Jennifer, I love that you're laughing about it, though, as you're telling us this story.
It, honestly, for whoever goes through it, it really does work out better in the end. It was the best loss I ever had.
By the way, we are getting a ton of text messages of people who work in the plants and say, I'm not surprised by this at all. Every man who works at a plant in the big three has a plant wife.
Wow, that's amazing. Mojo in the morning. Listen to this one. Ew. Am I picking her up? I was getting ready to pick you up, and it said, do not pick up. All the time I was going to pick you up. But Kimberly, now I'm more intrigued. Why should I not pick you up? What was... You're not going to swear on the radio right now or tell me that...
No.
I'm a big dummy. Either way, you can actually do both of those. Not swear on the radio. That you can't do. What was it? What was funny with the money in your situation?
So my ex would create several credit cards under my name, and he spent all of that money on other girls.
Really? And how did you know he was doing the credit cards, opening these credit cards?
Because he admitted it to me when I asked him about it.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. What made you ask him about it, though?
Because my credit score was going down, and I looked at my credit on the Credit Karma app, and I saw a bunch of different, things on there. And
that, by the way, you are the smartest ever that you do stuff like that. Like you have Credit Karma and you check your credit score, because that could have been years of that going on, and you would have never known if you never checked your credit score.
Right.
Where was he spending money on her at? Like, where were they going?
Several different girls. He found them online, like Facebook. There was like this actual website where they promote cheating. And
oh yeah. What was that? Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison.
No, it was another one. It was like it was a mix of that and like S&M things.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Could you imagine? Imagine that you charge that only to find that they actually post the name of the thing that you're doing. Craziness. So you got to check your credit score. You hear that? Everybody, make sure what's going on. Jessica wants to comment on the War of the Roses. Not only does she believe that Olivia needs to get away from Bryan, but what did you say? Jessica?
Yeah, she needs to get a new bank too, because you just can't walk into a bank and say, "Hey, I'm going to remove this person from my account."
Yes.
Like, what's
That
the
is very
difference
true.
between that? You need ID.
Yep.
Well,
and usually, in a lot of cases, you need the other person there with you.
Yep, you need signature, ID. It's a longer process than people would think.
Yep.
Well, and who knows? Maybe he went through that process, but did it with whoever he's cheating with right now. I mean, you could forge signatures just as easy as anything, right?
She's going to have a really good
true.
fake ID for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate it.